Hi, I'm meteorologist Tony Petrarca in the Pinpoint 12 Forecast Center. You've clicked on the Weather Now link on this late Wednesday evening, almost 10 o'clock, getting ready to go on our 10 o'clock newscast. Looking at Providence under clear skies. Really a quiet evening, not anticipating any weather issues or storms. We are tracking now Hurricane Nicole, and we'll have some indirect impacts here by the end of the week. We'll get to that in just a second. Skies are clear across New England. Really, the eastern half of the country is quiet, so we're going to keep things pretty tranquil now through at least, say, Friday noontime. And there's Nicole, now a hurricane just off the coast of Florida. It's over the Bahamas right now. Category 1 storm, latest from the Hurricane Center, moving west at 13 with winds of 75 miles per hour. It's already impacting the Florida coast right now, but the actual center of the storm making landfall during the overnight. Take a look at some of the wind gusts that are picking up along Florida's east coast right now from West Palm to Melbourne. And, of course, these winds will only pick up overnight and into early tomorrow morning. Hurricane warnings remain in effect for the areas in red for essentially north of Miami through West Palm, Melbourne, up to Daytona Beach, Florida. Forecast track takes it inland overnight between West Palm and Melbourne, Florida. And then on Thursday evening, weakening out towards the Big Bend on the other side of Florida. And then it tracks northeast. And at this point, in this position, it really loses a lot of its tropical characteristics. It's no longer a tropical storm or even a depression, but it does send moisture and some gusty wind our way come Friday night and into very early on Saturday morning. Let me walk you through this hour by hour. Now, this is Thursday afternoon. I mean, it's just gorgeous. Sunshine, milder. We'll jump ahead into Friday. Now, Friday morning, Veterans Day, and even Friday afternoon, it is dry. This is around 1 o'clock in the afternoon. The rain is still off to our south and west, but I would imagine by late afternoon on Friday, we'll start to see at least a few showers. It's really Friday night where the wind and the rain starts to pick up, especially late Friday night, some downpours and some thunderstorms. It looks like the heaviest rain is going to actually stay to our north and west. I'm thinking at this point, Friday night, Saturday morning, we'll pick up about 1 to 2 inches of rain. And very early Saturday morning, this is around 5, 6 a.m., a little squall line coming through of rain, wind, and thunder. But watch what happens by around 8 o'clock in the morning. It's actually offshore, and we're starting to see some clearing. So I do expect actually rapid improvement in terms of sunshine later Saturday morning, Saturday afternoon. It's really during the pre-dawn hours of Saturday, some heavy rain and wind and thunder. So here's the breakdown. And again, the timeline on this is Friday night, dawn Saturday. Wind gusts somewhere between about 40 to 55 miles per hour, with the stronger gusts being on the south shore. Rain heavy, yes. I mean, I don't see excessive amounts, but generally 1 to 2 inches. That alone can cause some minor kind of localized street flooding. And as far as flooding, coastal flooding along the south shore, it would be minor, so not overly concerned about that. But minor coastal flooding at the high tide cycle. Of course, there'll be some large surf and some rip currents. Forecast for Thursday is beautiful. Sunshine by 11 a.m. It's at 62, and then during the afternoon hours, beautiful. About 10 degrees milder than what we had on Wednesday. High temperature reaching 65. And again, Veterans Day, the daylight hours look dry. Kind of stormy Friday night with rain and wind towards daybreak Saturday. Some rapid improvement, at least in terms of the rain moving out and some sun developing later Saturday morning and Saturday afternoon. All right, that's your latest Weather Now update. Thanks for logging in. We'll talk to you soon.